Hello Psychics and welcome to episode 43 of Learn Tarot with me for free. We're doing the Five of Swords today. So you can use any deck of cards for this. The overall meaning means the same, but we're going to use the Gilded and the Arcanum Tarot to show you the differences in the cards. Thank you for being here, for liking, subscribing, and all the amazing comments and feedback you leave me. It means the world, as you know. So, Archangel Raziel, the Psychic Angel, illuminating our mind with Archangel Uriel, helping us to see the truth, to understand our intuition and let go of fear. Because there's fear energy connected with the Five of Swords, and Archangel Gabriel helping us to speak our truth, to say what we feel and see in the card as well. And how beautiful today that this light's shining behind. I've just got to point that out because it's showing that the doorways of communication are opening. So right now then, we're tuning into the Five of Swords energy. What does this mean? The Five of Swords is very much connected with deceit, with selfishness, with things going on behind the scenes. You know, there may be some, just nasty things going on that you're not quite sure about. So it really does mean, deceit, try and get one up on another person, selfishness, putting yourself first, not really thinking of others. But I'm going to go into it in more detail to show you what I mean. So with the Gilded Tarot then in the Five of Swords, we've got a man here, and obviously he's on a battlefield. He's holding swords, so he's got his own sword, and it's in a victory pose just like that, like he's holding it up like he's received a victory, but he's also holding swords. So we know that he's taken the swords from these other people, and they're kind of holding the flag up in surrender, and he's stamping on something here, It's like he's standing on something in a victory pose. And the message of the card is, trampling on emotions. When I deal with this card in the Gilded Tarot, that's what I always get, that somebody is trampling on another person's emotions to get what they want. And it's done in a very selfish way. So, when you get the Five of Swords, you can be dealing with a very selfish person. Whether it be male or female is irrelevant, but I always find it's usually a selfish guy. Usually a selfish man. So in relationships, there could be a selfish man surrounding this person who's putting themselves first. They're only thinking of themselves here, and they're not bothered what they do to get their own way either. They do underhand tactics. They don't really care about what other people are doing or what pain other people are in, as long as they get what they want, because they're quite selfish. But, the message of the card is that they have the opportunity to see the error of their ways. So it's not all bad. Things will come full circle, and they will realise that you can't get ahead by, stepping on people all the time. You just can't, You've got to be kind and loving. You can't be selfish. But this person will learn the hard way. And then in the Arcanum Tarot, we've got this card here where the people are walking away from him. So again, it's a battlefield. There's a lot of loss there, and it's showing storms. So confusion energy. The victory flag's there, but the people he's fought are walking away. So it's like they've surrendered and giving the swords here. But I always see this like he's standing in defensiveness. So the difference is when I see this card, what the angels guide me in the Gilded is that somebody is trampling on emotions, being quite selfish. Whereas when I see the Five of Swords in the Arcanum, it's like he's defending himself. So he may have behaved like this because he's had to defend himself along the way. He could have had people having a go at him or trying to put him down. And what he's done is he thinks he's doing the right thing because he's stood his ground and defended himself, but he's used weapons to do it. So this may mean there could be harsh words being spoken, because remember, the tongue has the power to hurt or heal. And things can hurt just like a knife going in when you speak nasty words or you speak bitterness. So he's been defending himself here. And he's defended himself so much with his words and actions that people are walking away. So he may have to actually really look at where he is right now and, decide what is next for him. So that's what I get from these cards, you know. But ultimately, the message of the Five of Swords is very much about deceit energy, very much about trampling on people's emotions and putting themselves first, not really caring who gets hurt, you know, doing things a bit sneakily to get their own way, you know, and hurting people in the process without realising it. And that's really what he's doing there. You know, he's trampling all over people to get what he wants. The angels are also saying it means victory. Victory for this person. So, you know, it's like a personal victory, but at what cost? But at what cost, you know? Because there he is standing there holding his sword, but he's defending himself as well. So he's not in calm energy because he's still holding his sword and he's still holding it defensively. So he may still have battles ahead. So take what resonates with you. It'd be really interesting on this card to see what you see in the card, because the Five of Swords can mean something different for every single tarot reader. But for me, it always means trampling on emotions, being defensive, a little bit sneaky with things, and not really speaking the truth or being able to come forward in a loving way. I hope you've enjoyed this, and we'll be back tomorrow with the Six of Swords. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.